there any benefit to playing games like the ones this week where you're playing teams that are desperate for points?
Yeah, no, for sure. You want to. I mean, everyone knows the situation. You look at the standings. You know, games are. You're trying to find individual things and things to build for next season. But then you look at where this team's at, Vegas, and how important these points are. You have to match their desperation, but you also got to find an internal thing as far as wanting to disrupt their playoff chances. I think that's exciting enough, and you have to find a way to revel around that and use that to an advantage.
Does that benefit the team down the road? Like, hopefully next year you're in those kind of games and
Mm-hmm.
you see them at least.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys here, you get into this part of the season, you start playing meaningful games. That's where you want to be. You want to be playing meaningful and exciting games at this time of the year. And when you're not in that situation, it's hard. So you have to find a way to find outside motivation, like you're talking about playing Vegas, who these points are important. So.
On deadline day, you said you wanted to see more consistency out of the team. What have you seen in the 4 games since?
I mean, we had a great win in Montreal. I think going even back past the 4 games. Montreal came back, played a really good team in Tampa. Obviously lost that, and won at home again. I'm trying to remember who it was, but we won again, and then obviously took it on the road against, and then we turned it around. I mean, it's kind of been. I mean, starting to. I mean, what do we have? 4 wins in our last 7 games. I mean, so obviously the wins are coming, but I think the 2 losses that really stick out to me are last night and the one in LA. I mean. Last night even we had a chance to be in that game and we kind of threw it away, but just if we can find that consistent effort like we brought in LA the second time around. I mean, you look at that team, the way we played, that needs to be the standard every night and we have to find a way to do that, and if you watch when we win, we're playing that well. We're not good enough to just skill our way through a team. We have to have all 4 lines going, all 6D, and we have to get saves. I mean, it's that simple. And when we can do that, we're a good team. But when we got maybe a line or 2 off or deep pairing, we're not. So we have to find a way to be consistent every night, and every guy on the roster has to contribute. And that's the way we're going to beat teams.
Is there anything to gain from the LA experience where you lost the first one and bounced back? Because when you play a little 2-game series, like you lose to Vegas last night, you get another one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the character of the group. I mean, we've shown that we can bounce back and win important games. So hopefully we'll show that character again tomorrow.
Dave said last night that he thought that you guys kind of lost the line change game a bit in the second. Is that and sort of that led to a bit of a possession imbalance that kind of swung things? Is that something you realized sort of in the moment on the ice or on the bench that things might be slipping away, or is that something that you try to pick up on after the fact?
You know what? I'm kind of just focusing on my task and my line. I know there's certain things that go through the game. The game is so fast. I mean, in my mind last night, we played a pretty good first period, had a great couple kills, had a decent power play, had a couple chances, then we give one up at the end there. And I don't want to say we didn't have any pushback because there was a little bit, but we started to get a little cute and fancy and started turning pucks over. Against a team like that, I mean, they had, 3 or 4 breakaways, a couple 2-on-1s. Driggs played really well, or that game could have been 4 or 5-0. So, we have to, going back to our strengths of this team, it's a 4-line unit. I mean, we're not going to skill our way once again through teams. We're just not built that way. We're a grinding team. We're a team that's we have to find a way to get to the net and create secondary opportunities. And really just as cliched it is, get pucks deep and try and play below their goal line. Because when we do that, we're a pretty good team and we can create chances. So as soon as we start trying to get a little cute, myself included, it gets you turn pucks over and it comes back at you.
You did get one late. You had plenty of time, and obviously it was overturned.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys seem pretty snake bitten with those goal reviews. When it goes to review, are you guys assuming the worst?
I mean, it's the rule. It's offside. So, when you score the goal and you're the guy who goes offside, it's nothing you can do. So, I mean, it's a fast game. I mean, there's times in hockey games where you do score and you kind of know in the back of your head that one was offside. I can't say that one last night. I did. I thought it was. Wasn't even a secondary thought, but it's the rule. It's the way it goes.
Kind of an emotional swing is that. I mean, that would have been a big deal. Kind of one you still have. I think,
2 minutes, yeah.
Left, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from you. You kind of feel like, okay, now we're back to square one.
Yeah, I mean, you get that one, all of a sudden you have a little life, 2 minutes, some momentum. It's a huge momentum swing, really, if you look at it. But, we're talking about what ifs. I mean, it's the rules, it's offside, so that's how it works.